All right, there she is, featuring Tamir, Gladys Knight, and all of the above. The artist in the spotlight today. It was Ngane, that is Brandy there with Missing You. That said, by the way, if you want us to feature anyone on the spotlight, all you've got to do is get onto Spice FM KE. And then hashtag Spice Drive, hashtag Artist Spotlight. Tell us who that person is, and we'll be absolutely good to go. Well, you know what? Ideally, yes, we do have our Wellness Wednesday, but God knows. Sometimes things happen when you're having fun. It's Wednesday, but it's Monday, and it's good to start the week, and indeed start the month on the best foot forward. Because in terms of matters wellness and in terms of matters health, we have in studio. And do you know what? We're talking about protecting your hustle. Why you, if you're an entrepreneur, you need health cover. People talk about shift. And speaking of health, us guys, Yani, we're sitting down and wondering because our folks are now in the 80s. And every time they go to hospital, it's about the shivers, man. Because healthcare is not cheap. But medical cover, it sorts you out because we're like, listen, we are 5 boys. We're going to put the monies down. And then it covers their health, the old man and the old lady, for the next 12 months. And remember, these are folks going to 90 and going to 80. Can we get cover for them? You, if you're an entrepreneur, how do you get health cover for yourself? In studio, he is the general manager for what is the division?
Retail and SME.
And for retail and SMEs from Jubilee Health Insurance, it is Sylvester Ouma. Welcome very much to the studio, my brother Sylvester.
Thank you.
Hold on. Here we go, boss. Now, Sylvester, for people like myself, they initiated. We know all about Jubilee.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But just to set the stage, my brother, tell us about Jubilee Health Insurance, brother.
Well, thank you, Kwach.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Karibu sana.
Just to have a conversation about health insurance.
Right.
And glad to be representing Jubilee Insurance.
Karibu sana.
Jubilee was formed in 1937 in this country,
Wow.
many years ago.
Wow.
That's
That is 88 years ago.
Yes, and still going strong.
Yes.
Jubilee, as an insurance company, is a member of the ACFED, the Aga Khan Fund for Economic Development.
Right.
So several other companies involved in there.
Right.
And so as a member of the Aga Khan Fund for Economic Development, you have companies like the Aga Khan, the chain of hospitals.
Right.
You have Diamond Trust Bank and several other companies in there.
Yani, companies with solid reputations.
Powerful companies around here. And so Jubilee Health Insurance happens to be one of the companies under the Jubilee Group, the Jubilee Insurance Group. So Jubilee Insurance Group has Jubilee Insurance Life Insurance Company Limited. And then previously we had Jubilee General Insurance Company, which was transitioned into Jubilee Alliance. And then now we have Jubilee Health Insurance. And our latest baby, I think 2 years now, right. Jubilee Asset Management.
Right.
So we not only insure, but we also do asset management,
right.
So the money markets and all that.
Right.
But specifically seated here today, I want us to talk about the health business and health insurance for that matter. Yeah,
because, it is Wellness Monday.
Yes.
But that said, so if one wants to insure, for example, now because the big thing is SACCOs, but
yes,
EOPI, they can come and unaweza kuongea on the side.
Correct.
Very well.
Correct.
Now, where are we based?
So Jubilee Insurance is based in Upper Hill. Previously, we were in town next to City Hall.
Yes. Yeah.
Then we moved to Upper Hill.
Up the hill, yes.
The building that was previously Coca-Cola. just at the corner.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, just
Yes.
right in the middle of the next financial hub in the
Yes.
country, where we
Yes.
have all the banks,
Yes.
all the insurers up there.
Yes.
So you'll find us in there,
Yes.
and Jubilee Health sits on the first floor
Yes.
of that magnificent building.
I love it.
Yeah.
Listen, brother. Sylvester, you're here to talk about, cover Bora and JBiz.
Yeah, I'm here to talk about health insurance.
Now, I first of all, the one that is really, really top of mind for me.
Yes.
And that's why I said I've got to ask you first. You saw you heard what I said there in the intro. Is there there used to be an upper age limit for medical cover?
Correct.
Is it still there?
It's no longer there.
Yes.
Per se.
But
you have to join the train early enough.
I see.
So previously, anybody past the age of 75 will be dropped from a medical insurance.
Wow.
But now, all the way to 100, as long as the joining age, you join early enough, at say 65, you're in.
Yes.
Now you can enjoy it until that time.
And yeah, I like that. Until that time, yes.
Yes, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. So until that time.
So if one was there and then one dropped,
yes.
Can one come back? And,
yes, there is usually a consideration.
There's a
There's usually a consideration based on the conditions that led to the drop.
Right.
There's usually a consideration. So for the folks that you mentioned earlier, those guys that Tuma Kitu, Dadi Nangojea, those guys, we take care of them. Take care of them.
Okay.
All we need to know is when we are onboarding them, we look at their current status. There are those who may be having some heavy underlying conditions.
Yes.
So their conditions will peak, say, after some period of watching, what we call the waiting period. We just want to look at their condition, and then we be able to price it accordingly. I
get it, yes.
Yeah, we look at the condition when we are onboarding them. We can give them a period of, say, 6 months. Yes. Some conditions would even go into a year.
Yes.
Especially conditions that are a little bit extreme.
Right.
So, but after that, on the second year, now we have priced the risk correctly.
Right.
Now we onboard them and we are able to manage them.
Okay. And then, and then one for the hustlers. Sylvester.
Okay.
Here I am. Okay. I've got my, let's call it, my import business.
Import business, correct.
Which means I'm importing stuff from China.
Yes.
Safi, bro.
Yes.
So liquidity is here. Now you see it. Now you don't.
Now you don't.
But because I've listened to Sylvester and I've heard what Sylvester said, and yes, I insure my goods.
Correct.
But mimi nikilazwa kesho. There's a WhatsApp group that's being started.
Yes.
Sylvester, but the thing is, I know that maybe cover will be, I'm just picking a figure, ne?
Yes.
You have not that Sylvester has told me this is a figure. I'm just picking a figure.
Yes.
So like 150,000.
Correct.
Per annum. Sawa.
Correct.
But I know I can get, so do the math, about 10,000 every month.
Every month, comfortably.
Yes. Can we have a conversation?
Correct. We will have the conversation.
I love that.
Can I just start it at where you started the conversation?
Please, brother.
Sole proprietorship businesses, where it's you and your business, you're one and the same person.
Sharp.
Anything touching on you, be it a facility you have with the bank, it is you being attacked.
That is true.
So it attaches the business and yourself are one and the same thing. So what happens with most of us hustlers is that we believe that medical condition will not come now.
Itanisubiri
kidogo.
It will see when I have got better bus.
So when you don't need that medical insurance is when you need it.
I like that.
Until you need it, you will not know you need it. So that false hope that most of the entrepreneurs have is what keeps most of the entrepreneurs out of medical insurance. Now look at it this way. Before we even talk about you have some people. You have that gentleman who will go clear the stock. The guy who manages your office somewhere on the 17th floor of a building. If anything happens to that gentleman, your business is also stopped.
That's true.
You cannot move.
That's true.
So a basic medical insurance for an entrepreneur is a necessity. Now, funny enough, because you do your imports from China and wherever, you always will have a facility with the banks. So you already know some element of banking. But did you know the same bank can pay your premiums and you pay for you your premiums upfront? Okay. And then you pay your 10,000 to the bank for the next 10 months.
Sylvester, this is breaking news, and that is critical.
Well,
is that something that you guys have now organized with the top tier banks, or is that something that has been there? We have just not asked the right questions.
It's an awareness Monday, Kwach.
Yes.
And so we are making people aware that
I like that.
Insurance premium financing has been in the market.
Oh my God.
But at Jubilee, we enhanced it a little bit more. We are now doing it digitally with our sister bank, Diamond Trust Bank. DTB.
Okay, so which means now, Sylvester, Jakababa, my brother.
Yes.
I want you now, you need to picture my mother.
Correct.
She's listening to you.
Correct.
Are we together?
Correct.
So I want you to break this down like you're speaking to a 70-year-old. Because I have understood basically what you have said.
Yes.
But this is, and literally, what you're talking about, this is a diamond.
Does it?
So I have got myself an account at DTB.
Wonderful.
I've had it since 2009.
Okay.
What do I do?
You don't even need the account.
Allah.
You just need to apply for your medical insurance. You can apply for it online. If you go to the website, so let me go to the 70-year-old.
Bus.
Let me go to the 70-year-old.
Yes.
So if you're the 70-year-old, you still believe in pen and paper. So as we speak now, I have close to 2,600 agents across the country.
Sharp.
And I have bank branches open across the country.
Yes.
You can walk into DTB. You can walk into KCB. I'm giving you where my product is available.
Good man.
You can walk into Family Bank. You can walk into Equity Bank and just tell them that what I want is a Jubilee medical insurance product.
Good one.
These persons will take you through the application form. If you still believe in pen and paper, which I'll also mention at the tail end, that I am now restricting because we are moving digital.
Indeed.
So they'll take you through that, and then you'll be able to onboard. They'll onboard you.
Yes.
Then they'll submit the applications. But to you as a customer, they'll take you through your phone. Right. They'll be able to take you through the application journey online.
Right.
So they apply using your details one step after the other.
Right.
And then you'll get a notification from DTB asking you whether you're the one applying. You verify your details, confirm the loan, and you have it submitted to Jubilee.
Nice.
Then
one.
from Jubilee, we will confirm the cover and tell you now we have onboarded you.
Right.
There's a caveat I just want to throw in there.
Please.
If you are 50 years and above and you have used the online journey, at the tail end of that journey, we'll request you for a simple medical examination, which has to be taken by a physician.
Right.
We want to establish if most of those organs are still intact.
I get you. This physician obviously is one that's accredited
to Jubilee.
Now, Sylvester, I was somewhere recently.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember where, Baba. It was either a government office or a financial institution.
Okay.
But anyway, the lady was having a conversation. Yes, it was in the bank. So this person said they have a business, but it's not registered. Now, somebody says to you right now and they're nodding their head, Kwach umesema kweli. Akuna biashara. Like you see, if like most of the people who sell clothes in town, kwa hizo maduka.
Yes.
They are not necessarily, trading under Sylvester and Kwach Limited. Yes. You see what I mean?
Yes.
We can still get that facility, brother?
Kwach, as long as you are someone who can honor their payment, you can take it as an individual.
Like that.
You can take it as an individual and the payment will come through. Let me tell you why most SMEs would not be keen on even purchasing that medical insurance. They believe they don't have the money.
There we go. Yes.
They believe they don't have the money.
Yes.
But the flexibility we have now brought in payment of premiums helps for that. It really cures that. The next thing is about the cost of insurance. Did you know that insurance is some insurance, medical insurances for a cover, an insurance of 250,000. 250,000.
Yes.
You only need to pay 6,200 per year per individual.
What? 6,200.
6,200.
And you've got medical cover
per year.
What, $250,000.
You have an inpatient cover of 250,000 for the individual.
Wow.
So if you are working even if you are working in that stall, and you're listening to me now, all you need to do is to take that phone and tell me you need it.
You know?
Because 6,200.
Right.
I translated this to the costs of items we know around Nairobi.
Let me tell you, thank you for putting it like that, because I like steak.
Steak, okay.
Nyama
choma.
That's 10 kilograms.
10 kgs of steak.
Only. And I've got medical cover.
And you've missed only one meal or two. And if you are sitting with the boys,
surely,
it's done.
Surely. No, okay, so Sylvester, so this now begs to the real question, because we fear, and you know that saying, you're one bill away from poverty.
Correct.
When somebody, God forbid it's not yourself.
Correct.
Because when it's yourself, you can't help yourself.
Correct.
We're one bill away from poverty. What is the real, because you see, you've painted a graphic picture there.
Yes.
Sylvester. That's, you're saying for 10 kgs of T-bone steak, you've got medical cover.
For 250,000.
For a year.
Yes.
You see there, it's graphic. There are pictures.
Correct.
You're back at nursery school. 3 apples, 4 bananas. How many fruits do you have? What is the real financial impact, though, bro, of being uninsured? Now, we're on businesses. If it gets lost, and you see, that's what you said. And that's how I like those kind of examples. Because biashara yako, kama hiyo kitu, kama meli inaanguka, vitu zako
zimeanguka.
Kila kitu imesambaratika. Pete imepotea.
Imeenda kabisa. Chini ya maji.
Yet we are not aware that if you're there in ICU for one day, yawato,
you are done. The real impact. Kwach, the real impact.
When an emergency happens, Sylvester, and now, I love the way you're very polite and gentle. You're a gentleman.
Thank you.
But we have been called to evening meetings. You remember? Tukutane kwa na mtu hajasafiri bado.
Yuko hapa.
Bado wako hapa. And then a lot of people, and I'm sorry to be blunt, how many times have you been called? I'm not talking to you, Sylvester, I'm talking to the listener. Either via WhatsApp group or literally on the mobile itself. Na umeambiwa Jakababa ako kwa hospitali. Utatoa 20,000. Wako ICU ne? Utatoa 20,000. Next week, we're still appealing for more funds. Utatoa sasa 10,000. And this is by the way, you must be very close. And then the following week, hey, this is sasa maenda HDU. Eventually, you stop giving. Because you're either wait for a finality. I'm sorry to put it this way. Finality being atoke kwa hospitali ama akufe.
Atoke kwa hospitali ametembea.
I like that.
Ama ametoka amelala.
Amelala.
Two things.
When a medical emergency happens, Sylvester, what is that real impact for somebody who is uninsured? You've been a bit of a gentleman.
Correct.
Now I want you to be raw, bro. Talk about like from, you see in Mombasa Road, gari nanguka. Yeah?
Ndiyo.
So of course an ambulance will come if you're lucky.
Correct.
There are a few hospitals
along the road.
Between here and Westlands. They shall remain nameless. Are we clear, Baba?
Correct, Baba.
So gari
inakupeleka. Unasonga.
What happens when you reach the hospital? That's now the picture I want you to paint for me. Well, remember, I don't have medical insurance.
So the first thing that happens most of the time when even the ambulance is arriving.
Sorry.
Before the ambulance arrives,
Bas.
even the people that are around you will be looking for a possibility of whether or not iko kadi. Kama haujiongeleshei ama ujisemei, watasema huyu ana. So the destination of the ambulance will be determined by whether there is a card or there is no card. So si bado huko Mombasa Road. So hiyo gari inaweza amua kuenda ikifika Uhuru Highway, it turns left. And when it turns left, it goes up the hill, it turns left again. For those who live in Nairobi,
we are aware of that destination.
We know where you're going.
Na hapo ni bahati nasibu, I'm sorry.
Hapo ni bahati nasibu. But if you are around Mombasa Road and there is that card, by the time you get to the junction that is South B, South C, that turnoff can be right immediately or left immediately behind the stadium, somewhere there, so that you get immediate attention.
I like that.
So what do I want to tell people here? By the time you're paying the first 30,000 today or the first 10,000 today for a medical bill on your WhatsApp, ask yourself who is next. Who is next on the WhatsApp forum? Because it may be you who is giving away that 10,000. Why not buy yourself that medical insurance with that money? Who are the bad person in the group for now, but you've secured your future down the line.
So no, and we're going to go back to now what happens once we've either gone to that hospital or that other hospital with a helipad.
Yes.
But I just needed to know, just to get this, let's clear the air on this one, Sylvester. And clearly this, and you said this at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
It's a mindset thing.
It's a mindset thing.
But is it a mindset that is unique to us, that you know what, I will not. I have prayed to God, Sir God, sitakuwa mgonjwa, sitakuwa na ajali until I am okay. Other people, I need to be, he trusts me, I've prayed that my hustle will keep me on my 2 feet.
Forever. It is false. That's why I called it a false hope. Because by the time you get to that facility, the first thing those people will do is to check and ask that simple question. Does he have a medical insurance? That will determine the kind of a doctor or a specialist that will come attending to you. For your information.
I want you to repeat that again. If they're able to confirm that you've got a medical cover, or lack thereof, it will be described either it is specialist so and so. Ama nani wewe
kuja ushikilia hapa kidogo. And I'm speaking from a point of it's general. We are in this country and we know what happens every day. So, and by the time you get to that hospital, if you have that card, the beauty of what will give you Jubilee, that if whoever will call us from that hospital for authorization, if it's an emergency, immediately you'll go in for treatment. Your level of stress or the level of stress in your family will reduce by a margin. So the first point of comfort will be that if it's an emergency, we'll not only take care of the ambulance. Yeah? Picture this scenario. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, you're home with a kid, and then you're in your upstairs bedroom, then the girl comes knocking at your door. Kwach, baba nani, amka, nani ni mgonjwa. You are an entrepreneur. The baby is unwell at 3 a.m. in the morning. You live in the areas where are slightly out of town. So what do? No bank is open. You didn't have any cash around you. So you believe it's not happening to you, but it's happening to your child. It can happen to your wife. So the first thing you'll think about is, where do I get money? Those are the 3 a.m. calls a bro will call you and tell you, whatever you have kwa M-Pesa nitumie saa hii. But if you had a medical card, the first thing it does, reduces our stress. Utaweka mtoto kwa hiyo gari, pigia hospitali, send me an ambulance as I drive, tukutane na ambulance barabarani.
You know, these as much as it is maybe shock value to you, these are real world examples.
But they're
happening as we are speaking right now somewhere in Kenya.
Let me give an example. I'll not mention names, but
Sure.
in this country,
Yes.
we've seen big businesses,
Yes.
very big businesses, that came down because of a single medical condition.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you get me right, there are many.
Yes.
Some were very famous names around
There we
our
go.
areas.
Yeah.
We know them, and a single case that happened to the owner of a business brought it down. So why we are creating awareness about medical insurance is because we ourselves are medical in nature.
I like that.
Yeah, we are like the same way you drive your German machine
Yes.
into a garage
Yes.
for a check,
Yes.
service here and there.
Pass.
But that's it. You also a machine.
Now, this is the right time now, Sylvester, because now I'm hoping that after what Sylvester said, you've seen, and they say only a fool makes the same mistake thrice.
Correct.
But now you've also here shown us how it is so affordable. It's not no longer an excuse that, I don't have the full monies up front, because you go to a financial institution, the the DTBs of this world, right?
Yes.
And even you at I'm not dependent on a salary that comes consistently, solidly every month. No, they're talking to you as an entrepreneur. Tell me, brother, I'm seeing you've got two very specific covers. Can I call them covers, brother?
Yes, covers or insurances.
Yes.
Yes.
Insurances.
Yes.
And I want you to break them down for me, because they sound innovative and exciting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. First of all, what is Bora?
So Bora is a medical insurance proposition.
Sure.
I'll call it a proposition.
Yeah.
That we are targeting the persons who believe that wamelemewa na the economics of the day.
Okay.
I will not mention the name.
No, I'll say it for you. Nashana Shif.
So ukilemewa na hizi vitu kadhaa, you have some little bit of money that you want to put aside. You have a family of, say, you, a wife and 2 children.
Bas.
You don't want to spend a lot, but you need you can afford your outpatient, kwenda kwa chemist, unanunua unarudi hizo.
Yes.
Chenya you are not taking care, you don't know how to take care of, is in case one of you ends up in hospital. Inpatient.
Yes.
So Bora takes care of this kind of conditions, and it has a minimum limit of 250,000 and a maximum of 500,000. Whoa. That can take care of you in a level 3, level 4 hospital comfortably.
Yes.
So, and the premiums we looked at are quite what I would call relaxed premiums. If someone asks you for a 10 kg steak, and more about 10 kg naona ni kama nini kidogo, it's 6,200 at 620.
Yes.
If you are a partaker,
yes,
and you're passing through one of these launches around town.
Yeah, hiyo ni
chupa moja.
Yes.
And by the time you go to the gents and come back,
ushachukua hiyo pesa.
Imeenda, imetembea.
Yes.
So that's what Bora takes.
Actually like that example. Yes.
Yeah.
Now sorry, Sylvester, like I said, sometimes we assume we are talking to the initiated, but sometimes we are not.
Oh. Okay.
What is a premium?
Oh, sorry. A premium is the payment you make to purchase the insurance.
Okay.
This is the same amount of money
yes,
that when you It's any purchase.
Sharp.
So when you go to the supermarket at the till, you spend some money.
There we go.
I don't know the name of that one at the supermarket, but it's a spend.
Yes.
So for insurance terms, when you are buying insurance, what you pay is what we call a premium an amount of insurance.
Now on this cover, Bora, you've broken it down.
Yes.
That it's extremely user friendly.
Yes.
Now. The inpatient was how much? Which one was the $500,000, Baba? Was it the outpatient or the inpatient? Inpatient.
All of them are inpatient.
Very good. Wow.
All of them are inpatient. Wow. So for cover Bora, we do not attach outpatient. Outpatient here means walking to see a doctor, consulting a doctor, and walking out.
It is not you being put on a bed.
It's not you being put on a bed.
No. You might be lie down for observation. we have to be very clear there. So, in the inpatient,
panda hapa.
Sile utalazwa. You spend the night.
You spend the night. No.
Yes.
Ukilazwa and you spend the night, we will take care of that bill because that is inpatient. Ukilazwa.
Can I just hold on there, Sylvester, because that's a round of applause. You can hear that?
Yes, I
can. Because Sylvester, around my area, which is Masai Lodge,
okay,
I have seen the number of peoples who walk into those facilities there. And they are praying in the name of the Father, the Son, of the Holy to outpatient get medication and footsay.
Out.
Yani, it's packed. In fact, there's a time I said, this looks like a bus terminal.
Correct.
With what you people have come up with, you have catered to the market, and that's brilliant, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Before you tell us about JBiz, because I'll ask you another obvious question. Of course, by you being here, this is civic education.
Wonderful, yes.
But are you doing more? Are you going more core ground?
Correct. We are doing quite a lot core ground.
Yes.
If you're
because people need to know, bro.
People need to know. The only thing, Kwach, about our products or what we sell.
Yes, sir.
Insurance is the only product that someone has to sell.
That is true.
Someone has to sell. And when you appear in public and you're selling insurance, the first perception is like, oh, this dude is not helping. He's not helping.
Yeah.
But if you look at the pain we elevate from families by just talking to people about what may happen.
Sharp.
You know, I was in a funeral the other day of one of our fathers, someone who passed on, one of my colleagues, a senior guy in this country. Wow. And I was telling the congregants, there are only two sets of people that are allowed to speak about death without fear: pastors and insurance people.
Come on, I like that.
When we say it, if it's a medical insurance, what may be the outcome? We would want you to be well. But if death occurs, we have a package that will take you home with a last respect package within the medical insurance you have bought. On the other side, if it's a life policy, for example, you bought it from Jubilee Life Assurance, we're telling you only two things. Today you may die, your kid will still need to go to school. So we'll take care of the school fees, and for you as you depart, we'll give you a good send-off. So it's only two people, and the pastor will come and tell you, get your salvation before you die. So insurance people and pastors do the same job. One talks about the risks of not getting saved while you're here. The other one talks about the risks that you have to take care of while you're here. And that is the insurance person.
Sylvester, listen, now, you see now, after what you've just said.
Yes.
You're going to tell me about JBiz in a second.
Minute, yes.
But after what you have just said.
Yes.
Now there's that person who said, enyewe, ule jamaa ambaye ninakutanga kwa mall. Na mimi nafikiri huyu nisumbua. Lakini na pastor, they're in the same WhatsApp group. So there's somebody who's listening to you right now stuck in traffic. And let's be clear, most of us generally get our first insurances through employment.
Correct. Very true.
Now, this individual has been on the business superhighway. The hustle is real, brother, Sylvester.
Doing good.
Doing good since day one. Now, of course, you have painted, you have told someone what to do. But this person, let's say now, has got, you've told them how to take care of yourself. And you are talking about now you have got La Familia, Mimi, Madam, now watoi wawili. But then you see, you mentioned it earlier on, I've also got people in the office on the 17th floor, remember?
Yes.
And somebody who's going to bring those goods from Mombasa Park and Nairobi.
Kabisa.
Is it, I know how obviously in terms of corporate covers, there are various.
Yes.
Can I call them types?
Yes, types, yes.
So me as a business owner, Baba, and I'm listening to Sylvester, I've never done it before.
Okay.
Is there a package? Can I call it a package?
Package, yes.
I can get for me and my nuclear.
Correct.
And then you call mimi na watu wangu.
Yes.
Is it fair to ask you? Do I put them all in one basket, or is there some for business, some for fam?
Since you are a very distinguished business person,
Bas.
I'll give you two options.
Bas.
The first option is that as you think about medical insurance,
Sure.
and you think about your family, your company, you're thinking about your business and your family at the same time. But still, your people within the organization are also having themselves and their families. So I'll give you a package that you will include yourself, your mama, and the toys
Sure.
in that package,
Right.
together with your employees. That's the first option.
Right.
So that you and your employees and their families are insured. So you've not discriminated against your employees. You can give them limits, you can give them levels that are different from yours because you are the owner.
Yes.
You can give them levels that are slightly different from yours,
Right.
but still you belong to the same package.
Right.
So when we do the quotation on that, we'll just quote for you according to the specs you want. I want a level where I am at, say, we usually look at inpatient, ile ya kulazwa, the ones that you have to be in hospital, and outpatient, the ones that you go to hospital and go home. So we look at those levels and quote according to how you want it, and according to your pocket. We'll not custom make it for. We'll custom make it for you. Yes. We'll not cast it on stone.
Right.
The other option would be like, okay, I'll have my employees on their own, but my family, because I treat them differently, I'll have something special for them. So at Jubilee, we have these levels. We have, this is an interesting one.
Right.
We have packages starting from juniors alone.
Right.
When I talk juniors alone, you have the main house.
Yes.
You know where I'm going.
Hey, kumbe ni under 18.
So we have the main house, and then you have the house.
Yes.
So under the house, maybe you are an employed person.
Yes.
The only person that the employer recognizes is that one.
Indeed.
And the other one.
Yes.
So they also have their kids.
Super sub.
So super sub.
Yes.
Anaingia kwa junior.
Wow.
Watoto wake unaweka junior huko.
Wow.
Ama kama si hivyo, there are those employers who restrict the number of children or dependents on a medical scheme.
Right.
So you are blessed, you have 7,
Right.
but the employer can only insure 4.
4.
So the 3, you need a package for them.
Yes.
So junior inaingia hapo. So we have that package at Jubilee Junior. We call it J Junior.
You know, Sylvester, I've never met you. You impressed me when you walked in. But the more you speak, it's you people like you have covered all the bases.
Correct. All the bases are covered. We have the junior, and then now what I wanted to give you now is the family package. We call it J Care, Jubilee Care. And when you talk about care, you talk about your family your immediate family.
Yeah, boy.
So you want to give them a package of say 1 million all the way to 10 million bob.
Sharp.
So it's you also to choose what levels of payments you'd want to pay for your family. What makes you happy? I like using this term Luo pins. You know, those people come from
Jonam.
Just slightly before Kampala, Uganda. You know, these guys. So these guys are known to buy big things.
Which is true.
The only thing that now we need to have them buy big
is
covers.
Because it's contributing.
Yes. So at the upper echelon, now we're talking about the parents.
Yes.
I think on the other side of town, that scary phone call of,
my friend,
we need to have those parents covered. So we take care of children, we take care of businesses, we take care of families. We also take care of now persons who will consider the microenvironment, the persons with not so much but willing to take a cover.
Brother.
Yes.
Obviously, you said there are 2 ways to skin this cat.
Correct.
Now, we can come to the head office, which is former Coca-Cola. If you've been in Nairobi, you know where the former Coca-Cola HQ is. First floor.
First floor.
Right?
Yes.
Then come through and ask for Sylvester, but don't all 1 million of you go there at the same time. But otherwise, if I walk into those family banks, those equities, and those DTBs around Kenya, can I go there and sit across the counter and say, mimi sasa sitaki kuangalia nyuma ama mbele, nataka tumalizane hii story
hapa
sahi? Is it going to be good to go?
It will be good to go.
I like that, bro.
You have agents around you.
Yes.
Just talk to them about, call any of the agents. The beauty with it is that the population you're talking about here. Yes. See that brother seated in traffic now?
Yes.
He has an insurance person's number.
Yes, that is true.
In the phone.
That is true. That is true.
In that phone.
Yeah.
Call that person and tell them, I want a package from Jubilee. But before you call the person, most of these guys have cell phones that can access internet. Go on to the Jubilee website, www.jubileeinsurance.com, the health package side. There is a drop down. Buy now. Click it now. Buy it now. Go down there. It will guide you on how you buy now.
Say that again slowly, just tell
www.jubileeinsurance.com. Jubilee Kenya.
Sylvester, you're my brother. And they say life is an evolutionary process. See you?
Correct.
Yeah. See, there's better.
There is better.
And then there comes best.
Correct.
Now, I can assure you, there's somebody, maybe even including myself. I'm like, whatever cover that is on, I'm sure Jubilee is best.
Always been.
So, what I want to know, and what I know a lot of people are listening right now is there, I don't like what I'm on to Jubilee. What's the process?
Go to our website.
Which is again?
Jubilee, www.jubileeinsurance.com.
Sharp.
Jubilee Kenya. You'll see them there. There's the Jubilee Kenya. There is Jubilee Health. If you just Google that now, you'll see Jubilee Health. There is a drop down, buy now. Go into buy now. It will guide you on how to buy now. End to end. The other option, if you are
I want to cancel the other one.
No. Cancellation of existing medical insurances is a no. Finish your term wherever you are.
I see.
And then cross over. We'll be willing to get you. So let me make it clear.
Yes.
Do not cancel any insurance that is currently running for you to take another insurance.
I see.
Be it motor insurance, be it life insurance, be it medical insurance.
Yes.
Instead, evaluate your position if you need more coverage.
Aha.
So yes.
And thanks. You're making things very clear.
Yes.
So I'm with Ostrich Insurance.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, correct.
But I love
Jubilee.
And I want that cover Bora.
Correct.
So I can piggyback.
You can piggyback.
Bas.
Look at the levels look at the level of insurance you currently have, and if you believe that you need slightly more, talk to us. Our email is talktous@jubileekenya.com.
I like the way you said that very fast, Sylvester.
Talk to us at jubileekenya.com. That's the email.
Yeah, I like that.
Just talk to us, capital T, capital U.
Bus.
Talk to us at jubileekenya.com. And what we do for you is very simple. We'll advise you. Cancellation of cover is not correct. It's not a very good thing to do.
It's not a done thing.
It is not good thing to do because the company you are with, we are all regulated under the Insurance Regulatory Authority.
Indeed.
And part of when you canceling a cover, IRA, and IRA is doing a lot of training around medical insurance for awareness. IRA, even the Association of Kenya Insurers, are all training. So you should not cancel an existing policy under whatever advice, because remember, you were insured. The current person that you are talking to has insured you. You are insured, you are taken care of. Unless you are expanding the level of coverage that you have. You feel like, now I have a little bit of more coins, I've done the evaluation, and I'm topping up. Then you can buy another one. But don't cancel an existing medical or any other insurance for you to transition to another insurer.
And don't ask me where I met this person.
Correct.
But I actually met somebody who thought insurance was like a calendar. You only buy at the beginning of the year.
Whoa. No, you can buy insurance.
Don't laugh. Advice.
Yes.
Because Babu, I was on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But
the way you put it made me laugh. But you can buy your insurance at any day and date within the year. You can. Good one. So depending on when it will be coming due, you can purchase your insurance.
Sylvester, we want to get you back on another Wednesday soon, maybe next week.
Correct.
Because, I'm running out of time. But I need you to tell me, because, it also this JBiz.
Yes.
We said we were going to talk about that. Also tell us about that, brother.
So JBiz is specifically meant for business people. Jubilee Business. So when you talk about business, you're talking about someone who has employees, say, starting from 3 employees and a maximum of, say, 20 employees. You see, that's not a very big number.
True.
So even the levels of benefits that they'll require would be also limited to some category.
Sure.
And we are also looking at premiums that these people will pay. The person that is buying this medical, they have some kind of a budget in mind. They're not yet a corporate. A corporate is a bigger entity where there are several people, their budgets are slightly stretched, they're bigger and all that. So the levels of discounting that we've done on the quotations that we give a Jubilee Business customer would be slightly different. The kind of benefits that we have also given there, I didn't talk about benefits here. Benefits are things like, say, maternity, dental, optical, the levels within when you go to hospital and you have a pre-existing conditions, what kind of levels do we give you? You'll find some entities will give up to 40% of the total sum assured, or so it will vary. The benefits vary from package to package. So just in a nutshell, the JBiz takes care of Jubilee Business customers in a specific way that relates to businesses and not any other.
I want to put you, because you strike me. By the way, if you're live streaming this, because we've been live on Facebook, spicefm.co.ke, if you look at Sylvester, he looks like he is an honest soul. All right, I want you back sometime this week. I don't know how busy you are.
It depends. But I'll be glad to be here.
Okay, so because we need to continue this story. Sylvester Ouma.
Correct.
Thank you so much, my brother, for totally demystifying this whole issue of where you're on the hustle, you were trying to keep it real, but you want to keep it real for others. Focus on self first so that we can take care of others. And telling us about these brand new covers that we've got, Cover Bora and JBiz. And then also Sylvester for now totally demystifying the fact that you might not have the premium. It's a premium, yes?
Yes, the premium.
Upfront, but you can now go into a diamond trust, equity, a family.
A family, a
and they will sort you out. A Kenya Commercial Bank. Jatelo, Thank you so very much. One more time, let's go on to the website, which is
www.jubileekenya.com.
Sylvester Ouma, thank you so
Kwach.
much for coming through, brother.
Asante.